Fast custom shirts, hundreds and hundreds of t-shirt designs, horror, sci-fi, exploitation. If you need some custom shirts, hit them up. DWNProductions.net, masks, bus, props, custom work. I also do custom work, so if you want something made, let me know.
Tales from the Crypt.
Season 6, Episode 9, Stared in Horror. This one, the Crypt Keeper, he's like a coffee poet, a beatnik type, uh, Doug Funny's sister, if you will. Then we get into the story. Starts out, I'm not sure what time it's supposed to be, like what time period. But it's a dude, they're in somewhere in Louisiana, and he's running from the cops. He comes up to like an old plantation. An old lady looks through her peephole, and you could tell she's wearing prosthetic makeup, but we'll get to that. And he's just like, "Oh, help me, yeah, please, I'm hurt," or some bullshit. So she's like, "Oh, I'm all alone in here. I don't wanna, you know." He's like, "Oh, I understand. My wouldn't want my mom to answer it either. But they're all saying it like Cajun boy accents and shit." And it sucks. I know I got a shitty voice, but oh, and the old lady, she's doing the old voice, but she's doing it with the Cajun shit too. So again, I know I got a shitty voice, but come on. Anyway, she lets him in. Turns out he says, "Oh, I'm running from the sheriff because I'm in love with his daughter and she's too young." So the old lady really doesn't seem to care. Then the police come to the door. It's Arlie Ermy. And you say, "Oh, we're looking for this guy. He's a murderer. He kills old people. He knocked off this store, blah, 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 blah." Oh, no, he ain't in here now, child. So they fuck off, and this shit just boils down to it's a story about a fucking haunted staircase. When this old lady's at the top of the stairs, she's a young lady, but when she comes down the staircase, she's an old lady, and it works both ways. If you go up, you're old, you come down, or if you go, it's reverse for her. So if you go up the stairs, you get old. So they meet halfway so they can do some fucking and sucking on the stairs. But Arlie Ermy comes back, and she says, "Oh, run upstairs. They're not looking for an old guy." But he gets scared and runs all the way to the attic. And he turns into like Grandpa from Texas Chainsaw Massacre too, all dehydrated on the floor, just "Ah!" And then the door opens and she's a baby. Oh, mios dios, tales from the crib. I mean, it sucked, but at least it felt like a Tales from the Crypt episode. The makeup didn't look great on the old lady, but I guess they needed that instead of casting two people. I mean, it looked okay. It just looked like a makeup. The makeup on the old dude looked better, but it looked like a melting grandpa from Chainsaw 2. It was okay. I mean, not great. Season 6 fucking sucks, but we're almost done. Oh, and then the Crypt Keeper, he does some fucking poem about sucking dick, and we're fucking out of there. But yeah, it was another one. All right. If you liked whatever this was, check out the podcast. Drops every Monday. Do it here with T shirt Joe of Fast Custom Shirts. It's called Boy Gob. And if you just want the audio version, because you don't want to look at an ugly fat fuck myself like myself, head on over to boygob.com. Or don't. Boy Gob.